guys, how you guys doing today? It's your host Willie, and I figured why not I'll do a rant. It's not a horror film, but I figure why not I go ahead and review this movie. Is this one of the worst movies I've ever seen? No. Not even close. Not even close. I've seen 100, y'all probably don't know, I've seen hundreds of movies worse than this. And that film I'm talking about today is M. Night Shyamalan Bonds. That's how I call him. M. Night Shyamalan's Last Airbender. Now, this movie was, I think, this movie, it was torn to death. It was butchered to death by critics. It was a massive flop in every regard, okay? And if y'all don't know what this movie is, I'm sure y'all probably might know it by now, but I'll go ahead and explain. So it's basically it's based off of the Nickelodeon animated series Avatar and the Last Airbender, which wasn't really interested in. It's just wasn't my cup of tea. But I saw some episodes here and there back when I was a little bit younger, and I enjoyed it. And I did a review for that movie back in the day. And, I had it on Blu-ray, then I destroyed it. I destroyed my copy of The Last Airbender. I think, it was on Blu-ray. Had a Blu-ray of it. And unfortunately, those videos are lost, and I can't find any evidence of those videos. But this movie sucks, okay? It is bad, okay? I will tell you one thing, though. I'll have to blame two people. M. Night Shyamalan and Nickelodeon. Yes, I know this animated series was on Nickelodeon, and their animated shows are pretty much the only redeeming factors anymore for Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon has never been good since the early 2000s. You got crap like SpongeBob SquarePants, and there's all these new teenage shows that aren't so victorious. Now, the Michael Bay TMNT movies are way worse than this movie. Way worse. I absolutely despise those two films. I hate those films to death. I'll probably do a whole rant and commentary. Those are two of the... Not a rant and commentary, but they're on Paramount Plus, so I can probably do a rant and commentary. Those are two of the worst films I've ever seen in my life. I hate the Michael Bay Ninja Turtle movies. And I saw the new Ninja Turtle animated movie. Oh, what was it? Oh, God. The one... Hold on, let me look it up here. What was the new animated movie that came out? Mutant Mayhem. I absolutely hated that film. I was like... I just couldn't believe it. This movie killed my brain cells. Nickelodeon sucks. They've never been good since the early 2000s. And I'll name a couple movies. The TMNT Michael Bay movies, and the new one, Mutant Mayhem. The Dora Lost City of Gold movie. And especially in the 90s, Harriet the Spy with, what's her name? Michelle Crattenbob, who's in the Black Christmas 2006 remake. I hated that movie. I absolutely hated Harriet the Spy. We're already... It doesn't say what time it is on here, but... So, I think, of course, they got the names of the characters wrong, okay? Which I'll get to. Now, I'll name. There's only two that come to mind. Okay. There's Aang, which he's the main character. M. Night Shyamalan messed up. Okay. In this movie, his name is pronounced Ung. Okay, that's like, there's no O in his name. I was like, what? His name is not Ung. I mean, there's A words that have the O sound, like that. But just the pronunciation of these names are wrong. That's the only one that comes to mind is Aang. Okay, he's the main character, and other than that, I will tell. There's not really going to be much because, yeah, the characters, like the tone is not that good. The direction, what M. Night Shyamalan was trying to do, sucked. And, like, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, another name is Suka. It's pronounced Sokka. She's another main character in the animated series. They pronounce her name as Suka. The pronunciations, not just the names, but the words that they say come out of their mouth. The kid actors, they couldn't act. They do not know how to act in this movie. The kid that played Aang was horrible. The fight scenes were tame. It was boring too. I mean, it was just, I don't know. And also, a lot of the characters, there's a lot of characters that from like the animated series I can't think right now, but a lot of them were wasted in this movie. And not to mention, although this movie was in 3D, the CGI is horrible in this movie. Like there's a scene with like a rainfall or something. It's very fake looking, just it's supposed to be 3D, but no. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about what I think of M. Night Shyamalan. I absolutely despised Glass. I hate that movie. I hated Glass. I hate that movie to death. I don't know why I liked Glass in the beginning. It was a terrible, terrible sequel to his best film, Unbreakable. Alright? Old sucked. And I saw him Knock at the Cabin, and I will say, I was like, this is pretty decent. I mean, this was his only good film in like freaking like 16, 17 years. 20 years, I think. Between Signs and this film. Signs was his last one, which was 2002. So, that makes it about, like I said, it's probably 18 years. I don't know. What am I talking about? I do know. So, yeah, I think it's 18 years. I don't know, honestly. But I'm rocking my Face of Death 2 t-shirt. It's got Christmas colors on it. It's past Christmas time though, but it's got red and green on it, so probably how I feel about this movie. This movie is dreadful. This movie is depressing. It's definitely just M. Night Shyamalan's direction's horrible. I mean, his writing's horrible. What, the studio did, Nickelodeon, Paramount, which, the music by James Newton Howard was good though. And I love James Newton Howard as you know, a theme composer. But that was it. So what would I give this movie? From 1 out of 5 stars, I would give it a. I would give it a 1.5. No. 10 stars. Okay, 10 stars. That's one of this is my new system now. 10 stars. I'd give it a 2.3 stars. This movie is very, very bad, very disappointing, and it's no surprise. It's not just because of Shyamalan, it's because of Nickelodeon. Get ready for me to rage rant on those Ninja Turtle movies, because there's really not much to talk about with those movies. There's not much to talk about with this movie. Only reason, I don't know why I made this review, because you've seen the rants. People talk about everything that's wrong with the movie. Everything. They go into detail. But I was like, I just want to give my thoughts on this movie. And it gets a 2.3 out of 10. So stay tuned for another review. I love y'all. Peace.